Nasty Nate's Garage. Today we got another unboxing video. As I talked about in the video where I was looking at that DeWalt, and actually I've got some updates on that too. I said I was going to probably order the 1/4-inch impact driver next, and it's here. So let's go ahead and get in there. We'll show you guys what I got, and we'll come up with some ideas to put it to the test. I've actually got an 18-month-old, and we've got a deck that's like 9 feet off the ground out back, and the wife wants a gate at the top of the stairs so she can't get down it, and so I'm going to be probably building one of those here pretty darn quick, and that's probably what I will use the DeWalt for in this case, and that's how I'm going to go ahead and put it through a test and just see how it works as a tool, and I'm going to use that exclusively for driving screws to build that gauge. But let's get you in here. Let's get the box open, and we'll see what we got. Just a heads up, I'm a little surprised at how beat up this box is. So let's just get you in here, and we'll show you what we're looking at. Alright, so here's the box. It's actually, it's like squished in one spot here. It's pretty beat up compared to the other package I got. This one also does appear, based on the multiple labels on here, that this did come from China as well initially. So let's crack this thing open and see what we got here. Alright. I don't want to cut. What am I over here? Oh yeah, it's open pretty good here. Whew, time for a new blade. Alright. So this one actually came in a box this time. The original one I had did not. I think it just came in a bag, like super pad wrapped. But as you can see, the box is pretty much got the crap kicked out of it coming here. But here we go. Let's see what we got. Alright, so we're opening her up, and it's just the tool, nothing else in here, which is pretty much what I expected. It does have some bubble wrap on it. We're also going to be just kind of giving her a once-over for any potential damage here as well, just based on the way it showed up here. Yeah, I don't know, it looks pretty good. This is the DCF887 DeWalt 1/4-inch impact driver. Let's see here. Yeah, it seems nice. It seems pretty legit. Just to get it with the family here. And here's the original drill. Oh, and I told you guys I did have an update on that. So right there, you have a hammer setting. You got I forget what the other two settings are, but they're not hammer drill settings. So you just kind of give it a one-click over, and now you're into driving screws. And I want to say, from what I read online, that this one was, I don't remember. I think it was removing screws. I'd have to go back and look. I can't remember off the top of my head. But so this doesn't have to be a hammer drill like I thought it was, or it had to be. So that's good to know. For future reference. I haven't really played with this much since I got it, but so yeah. But I still recommend this for the price. I mean, even if it's $40-50 now, it's still a hell of a deal. Yeah. So anyway, back to what we're looking at here. So we're looking at the impact driver. Go ahead and let's throw a battery on there. Oh, by the way, I also said in my other videos, and I should have done an unboxing video with that, but I mean, it's a battery. What are you going to look at? Yep. So I did go ahead and order some of the generic 6 amp hour 20 volt batteries for the DeWalt off of AliExpress. I'll put that link down in the comments or in the description. As well as a link for the tool itself, the one I bought. I have to go back and look, and I can look in a little bit, but this was also under 40 bucks. I want to say shipped, it was like 38, 39 bucks. I'd have to double check that. Could be wrong. Might have been more than that. But we'll slap battery in here real quick, and let's just kind of see what we're dealing with. It is a single speed. It is brushless. Other than that, otherwise everything else is pretty much the same. It's got the interesting. Okay, let's slide her in here. Not sure about these batteries. That's kind of about the same. Okay, batteries are fine. So I'll make sure to use these batteries when I'm doing the gate for the top of the stairs on the deck too, so that way we can see exactly how they last versus, you know, legit real DeWalt battery. How we're going to test that, I don't know, but we'll figure it out. Because I think this battery is only like a 2 or 3 amp hour battery versus a 6, so wouldn't be apples to apples anyway. But gear here. That seems okay. Feels like there's a little hitch in the trigger. It kind of goes, but then it kind of like let's see if I can catch it on camera here. It's like it goes, and then it's, see what I'm talking about? It's like it has trigger finger. So I don't know why it's got the hang up on there like that. That's kind of weird, because I don't think this one did. No, this one has a very smooth trigger. So yeah, seems like there's a little hitch in the giddy up, but it doesn't really seem to affect the operation of it at all. Yeah, I will say the one thing I do like about my DeWalt is, or my Ryobi is, for example, like I've got the bit out right now. I don't have to mess with any of this. I can just push it right in. Boom, done. And then it comes out. I don't have that luxury with this one. You have to pull it forward to put it in. But yeah, it seems okay. Let's see what I got here. I'm going to run a screw real quick for kicks and giggles. Alright, so this is the same block of wood we used to test the 805. You can see where I ran those lags in, and then these are the initial screws I did. So we'll just go ahead and use this. And give her a whirl here. Yeah, that's nice. I don't even really feel like I put it through its paces. It just whoop right in. Yeah, effortlessly is taking these ones out compared to the Ryobi, which you're going to get some hammer strikes when you first start pulling these out. Oh, I guess not. Just kidding. But yeah, first impressions are it seems pretty darn good, especially for that kind of dough. I mean, man. Let's run one out of the Ryobi as comparison. I feel like the Ryobi was on the hammer as fast. Yeah, definitely not. But it feels like the power's there, so yeah, like for example, I was about, I don't know, maybe a 1/4 inch from the head touching the surface before this thing started hammering, whereas on the bottom one and this one, the impact portion of the tool didn't start impacting until the head was touching the surface. So this definitely does start hammering. The impact starts hammering a little faster, a little earlier. But I don't know if that's good or bad. Grand scheme of life, I'm, again, for the price, you're not going to beat it. And, for another example, with these two, I want to say I'm into this set, the impact and the drill, plus the 2 batteries. Now, there's no charger, but I think you could be into this set with a charger, 2 batteries, and the tools for around $110, give or take. I do have a couple more things on order through AliExpress just because I'm really just kind of geeked out on how cheap this stuff is, and it's just fun. Like, even if I make these videos, use it once or twice, and then send them down the road and sell them, I mean, I'll probably get pretty close to getting my money back. And that's not even really the point of it there either. It's just I'm enjoying checking this stuff out. So, I do have a half-inch impact driver coming in DeWalt brand, and I also have a Makita 1/4-inch impact coming as well that we're gonna play with and test out and try. And then once I get the Makita, we can actually pull out the Craftsman and we can do a true Ryobi versus DeWalt versus, and in all honesty, the Craftsman technology is old because it's not their 20-volt system. It's still their, I think, C3 batteries, the 19.2 volts. So I wouldn't really be comparing it to the new Craftsman stuff, but I think you'd get the gist of it. And then, for kicks and giggles, AliExpress also does have Milwaukee tools as well. However, those are still a little spendy. I think the 1/4-inch impact, Milwaukee brand is still like $70 or $80 before shipping. So it's a little bit more to get there versus, with the DeWalt's, and even the Makita was under $40, I think. I'd have to double check. Maybe with tax it just tipped over the scale. And that's where that half-inch impact I have coming to. That was, I want to say it was $38, $39 before tax. Was like just over 40 with tax and free shipping from the U.S. But yeah, I will use this exclusively when I build that gate for the top of the stairs on the deck, and we'll go ahead and get you in there once I start that. And for you, it's going to be a matter of minutes. For me, it might be another week or so. But yeah, we'll get that going and show you how it does, putting it through its paces, building that. So yeah, that'll do it for now, and we'll see you in a few days for me and in a few seconds for you. Hey everybody, Nasty Nate's Garage coming at you. It's been probably, I don't know, at least a week since I got my the DCF887 from AliExpress. I opened the box and just gave it a couple little test fires. That's about it. I said earlier on that I have a gate to build for our deck. So our 19-month-old daughter doesn't decide to take a tumble down the stairs. So got the gate in the works now. I got all the lumber cut. I'm going to use this to start driving screws. For the main frame, I've got some number 9 3-inchers. And then for the dog ears, I thought I was out of the shorter ones. I think they're 2-inch number 8s. Using a T25 Torx head. Got a full charge on the 6 amp hour battery, and so yeah, we're gonna go. It does look like it has multiple speeds here. I can't tell you what, guys. Turning 40 sucks. I can't see crap without some reading glasses now. So I'm gonna go ahead and start driving some screws into this thing and start putting this thing together. And we're gonna use our DeWalt. Probably run a few through normal speed and then kind of shoot through it, so you guys don't have to watch me sit around and scratch my butt for an hour driving screws. But here we go. So far, so good. I don't know, speed-wise, do I think it's up there with my Ryobi? No, I don't. But definitely gets the job done. So yeah, let me drive a couple more here and speed you along. Just got done building my gate with my AliExpress DeWalt DCF887. Honestly, it did great. I have nothing bad to say about it. So yeah, the DCF887 did great. It really, no complaints. You know, I've been using the same Ryobis for 10 plus years. Well, 10 years now. So I'm still had a little learning curve with the speed control on the trigger. Was different than what I was used to, but that's not the tool. That's, yeah, I mean, it's going to be different, right? It's like driving a stick. Every clutch is different. So, and that's not even a complaint. That's just an observation that if you've been using the same tool for a long time, it might take a little getting used to. Towards the end, I was starting to get the hang of it. It's coming around, but let me bring you over here real quick. And I'm not a carpenter, so try not to laugh at me too hard here. But there is the finished product. Maybe I'll bring you in and do a little bit more outside when I go to hang this thing. Let you guys see a little bit more, putting it through its paces, and maybe a little bit more working, a little less measuring on that one. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a night here. Go have a shower, beer, and hit the rack. But we'll probably be hanging this at some point in time, maybe even as soon as this weekend. It's Friday night right now. So yeah, we'll go from there, and I'll keep using the DeWalt through this whole process, and bring you guys outside when I hang it too, and we'll keep plugging away at it. Until then, have a good night. Hey everyone, we're back. Getting ready to keep going with the old DeWalt DCF887 from AliExpress. As I said before, I'd bring you guys out here when I start to do the install, just so you can see this thing working. I gotta tell you guys, everything I did last night before I went to bed, I literally had to completely take that whole gate apart, trim it down in a couple spots because I actually made it a little too big, and put it back together. I'm still on the same battery, used the DeWalt for all that. I didn't get it on camera because for some reason my phone didn't charge last night. So yeah, I've already used this to basically assemble that gate twice, and she's still kicking, running like a champ. So I'm gonna go ahead and start driving some more screws in here and getting this thing ready to hang. So I'll keep you with me. I'm just gonna throw some music on for you guys and probably speed you through it. But in the end, we'll just kind of go through and count how many fasteners I've run. And whatever I count on the gate, I gotta double it. Yeah, so far she's performing great. I think this is a killer deal for $39 and some change with tax and shipping to my door. So I don't think you can go wrong with this thing. I'm gonna keep going and get you in here and show you what's going on. so wrapped up everything with the gate last night. Got pretty late, pretty dark, so I just kind of wrapped it up and called it a night. By the time I got done cleaning up and getting everything ready to go for dinner and everything, it was well after dark. So honestly, this thing did great. I can't say enough about it. I do have some numbers here that I did pull together. Let's start with this first. So, also, those batteries I bought, after everything I've done, still has a full charge on it. So, essentially, let's see here. Looks like I drove about 170 screws yesterday. Had to remove 45, so the 170 is including the gate, having to disassemble and reassemble it. So looking at a grand total of about a little over 200. 170 screws and I got pull. What do we got here? 45 removed, give or take. So I think this was a pretty good litmus test for how good this tool is. Even from China, like I actually did a little investigating today as well on this. So it kind of sounds like China or DeWalt kind of has a mixed bag as to where its power tools are manufactured. It's some of it's manufactured in China, some of it's manufactured here, some of it's assembled here with components from China or internationally. So I don't know where this really stands and everything. Just wanted to see if this had a. This says made in the USA with global materials, but I'm judging on the packing or the shipping labels we got. This was not assembled in the USA. So that's kind of interesting. But honestly, so getting back to the other numbers I was talking about. So I paid $37.88 for this shipped to my door. They're not that cheap anymore. I looked this particular one up for the link that I bought it from, and it was like $85 today. So they really jacked the price up on this thing. Probably where it should be. But I did source a couple other ones, one domestically and one from China that are in that same price range ballpark. They're both around 40, 42 bucks. I'll post the links to those below. Also, the two batteries I bought. Got one in the drill here, and the other one's here. $30.11 shipped to my door, plus the 805 here, which I paid $29.84 for. So all in with two batteries and each tool, I'm into it for just under 98 bucks. God, you really can't complain about that, considering that my Ryobi set that I bought, when was that? 5 or 6 years ago, the brushless ones. Maybe it was after that. Maybe it was sooner than that. Irregardless, that set's now $199 at Home Depot, and I paid $99 for it when I bought it a few years ago. So, if you're looking to do a set, this is the way to go. Also, if you're just looking to get something going because you don't even have a charger for it, I'll see if I can still find that link. But I did find a charger and one 5-hour amp-hour battery for $30.36, which still keeps the whole set under $100. If you try to add another battery, then you're going to get in that 120 range. But both of them are killer. I guess technically we're doing an open box review on the 887 here. So highly recommend it. Did a really good job. I got used to the trigger as it went along. Plus, it kind of wore in a little bit too, and it runs a lot better than it did when I first took it out of the box. That little hitch in the trigger that was there is gone. So yeah, this is a great tool, and it's a great set. So I forget which model number it was, but the 1/2-inch impact is here. We'll get that opened up for you next day or two here. I was hoping I would get here before I had some other projects going on, but it didn't. So, well, technically it did. But anyway, I got to bust the wheels off the Camaro here soon. I got new drag radials for it. So probably that'll be my litmus test when we go to open that up and see how well it does with that. And that's 99.9% of what I use my half-inch impacts for anyway is that. Well, maybe 90%. I also use it to raise and lower my leveling jacks on my camper too. But so yeah, long story short, the 887, great tool. Did everything I asked it to do and did it flawlessly. And I would say it's no better or worse than my Ryobi. There's some times in the beginning where I thought maybe my Ryobi was a little faster, but I also wasn't really considering the fact that I was driving 3-inch long number 9 screws, which it's not something that Ryobi usually does, not something that any of my tools usually do. So, with that said, if you're looking for a good price on some power tools, especially if you're looking for some name brand stuff like DeWalt, I'm pretty sure at one point in time I thought this was a little hokey and maybe a little not real, but I'm guessing there's some real components in here for sure. So, or mostly real. Don't hesitate to pull the trigger on something like this. It's been a really good impact driver for what I need it for. And that'll be a wrap on this one. Thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoy the channel. If you're enjoying this content, please like and subscribe. I'm new to this, and it's kind of fun to see if I can build a little community around tinkering in the garage, essentially. So again, have a good night. Thanks for watching.